Hello, hello guys. So today, many of you ask me how I do my grading system when I'm drawing. How do I do my grading system? Actually, as I said in the previous videos, I said I use Photoshop to create my grade lines rather than making the lines on the reference picture hard in a hard copy form. So today I'll be taking you through how I use the Photoshop to create my grid lines. So first, one thing you need to know is the size in which you are going to work on. If it is 16 by 20 inches, or let me say A3 size, then so you go, let's open a new file. So here you get opportunity to choose the kind of size you want to work in. So when you look over here, we have photo, we have print, art, illustration, we have web, and we have mobile, film and video. So when you click on photo, you have these sizes over here. You get it, you have these sizes. When you get to print too, printing is where you get the A3 size, the A4, A5. So actually we are going to be working on 16 by 20 inches, which is close to A2. You get it, close to A2. So we are going to customize the size ourselves. So we are going to work in inches. That's what we have here. We have centimeters, millimeters. If you are really okay with the centimeters, you can use the centimeters, but I'll be working with inches, so I'll be using inches. You get it. So with the width, which is the length of our paper, is 16. So it's 16 by 20 inches. The height is 20. That is how I'm going to use the format. So the format of the paper is 16 by 20 inches in the portrait form. So if you look over here, orientation, if you see, it is placed on this one, which is going to be in the form of a landscape. So you have to change that to this. So this is going to be in a portrait form. You make sure the resolution is in 300. That is what is going to give you a good quality image. Then the color mode, RGB color, RGB. So it's already there. Then the background content should be white. Now you press create. Now this is the paper format size that we are going to be working in. You get it. So this is the format size. Now we are going to bring in the reference picture. So it's the reference picture that we are going to be working on, which is you are going to be creating the picture. So in here, to you make sure you have the picture on your PC. You go to files, and you click on files, then you come to place embedded. You get it, place embedded, this one. So you locate where the picture is, the picture in which you want to grade. So let's pick something like let me pick this one. You get it, let me pick this one. Then place. So it will be placed on it like this. They are going to automatically adjust the size on the picture for you, but I am going to actually work on a portrait, so I'm actually going to only focus on the face. So I'll adjust the size, increase the size on it. I only want to focus on the face, so something like this. So I have this, then I press enter. So now I've adjusted the picture and the size onto the paper format. You get it. So now we have this. We have brought the reference picture into the Photoshop. Now it's time for the grading system. For the grading system, when you come to the toolbar, this is the toolbar where all the tools that are used in the Photoshop. So when you put, you see, we have the move tool and all those stuff. With this, we are going to be using the line tool, something called the line tool. When you click on the indicator down here, this one is going to open different tools for you. We have the rectangle tool, you have the ellipse tool, but we are actually going to focus on the line tool. So the line tool is what you are going to use. So we click on that. There you have this. Now when you move to the top here, the tags bar at the top here, when you move to the top here, you will see that there is what we call the stroke, and we have the fill. So the shape, if anything that you click over here, you are going to change the thickness. You get it? The size, the thickness of. Let me do this thing smaller like this. You change the thickness, the width. We put this in. You do this 8. Then this one should be like this. Okay. Then this, we choose black. So the lines are going to become black. Again, the lines will become black. So you press Z for zoom. You hold the Alt, then you click. So that will change the zoom size. You can adjust whether you want it to look so you can see the image very well. Now that we have this, now this over here, you can see that there are some measurements over here. This is what you call the ruler, right? This is what you call the ruler. And in the ruler, when you double click, you say right click. When you right click, the measurement in which you want to use, inches, centimeters, or anything that you want. Actually, we are using inches, so we press this, then we work in the inches. Now we go back to our tool line. We change this to it, the stroke size also to it. So let's try it. You double click and pull, double click and pull, then see. So we check the thickness of the line. It's okay for me, so I'll go back, Control Z, Control Z. Now we zoom in more. The reason why I'm zooming in is when you zoom in, you get to see over here on the ruler, you get to see the numbers very well. You get it? You see it enlarges the ruler. So this is 1 inch. So I'll be dividing the work, all the work in 1 inches, 1 inches, 1 inches. So you pick this like that. Then you go to you choose you press U for your line tool. Then when you see when you move the ruler, you get to see that the indicator on it also moves. So we are going to use that to pinpoint the accurate measurement. So 1 inch, then you left click on, you hold the left click button, then you drag. So you see when you drag, it's not straight. Anywhere you move, it's going to also move. So you hold the shift also. You are holding, as you are holding the left click, you also hold the shift button. So the shift button will automatically make it straight. Button is going to make it look straight. So you hold the shift, then you just pull and drag. After the end, then you leave it. You get it. At the end, you leave it. Then you move down also, you go to inch number 2.2, left click, shift, then you drag. That is how you do the grid line. So you do that to the end. Now when you are done with this side, so the rulers are at both ends, which is the height and the length. At the top over here too, there is a ruler. So we use that to do the vertical lines. So when you put the line over here, the indicator is also moving. So it's moving on the ruler. So you just put it over there with the same steps. Then you pull and drag, click and drag. So this is it. This is what we have. So in all, that is how I do my grid lines in Photoshop. The reason why I choose this grid line, or let me say using the Photoshop to create these grid lines, it's easier for me to even create even additional grid grids in a specific box. So let me see the eyes. I want a particular, let me see more smaller lines. So using the same rulers, I can zoom in. When you zoom in, you get to see that the inches, that 9 to 10 inches, there is this line over here shows that it is 9.5. So that I can use that to create an additional line in it. So indicate, put it on it, put shift, then bring it down to create another line. You get it? To create a different line like that. Also this place too. You get it? So when you're done with your grid lines, now you can save it. You come to control, you come to your files, click on the file, come straight to save as a copy. Save as a copy. So this will open up. You change this save as type, this one, you change the Photoshop to JPEG, this one over here. You click that. So this is going to be in a picture form. Then come to your pictures, then you save it over there. See, so that is all. Thank you for watching this video today. I'll be very glad if you leave a like and follow. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.